side by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. It can certainly get loud inside this building, and just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with the Seattle Seahawks. Kenny Nwangu now out of his end zone. Off the play fake, Cousins. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On play action, Cousins. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Open man here is Conklin. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game of their victory a week ago. But what's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you. But if you bring on those extra DBs, he sits back there and does what he wants. To me, it's going to be those DBs. When they catch the ball, big-time tackles really put it on those receivers.
First carry for the Boise State Bronco, Alexander Madison. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. A first carry here for Kenny Nwangu. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On 3rd down, Cousins. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Darquez Dennard. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how he wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is where we find out what he has underneath that jersey. Because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
Wilson's throw caught here by Metcalf. And he's got this down to the 35. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
Nice throw. Big man catches the football for a first down, and that big man, that's DK Metcalf, the 9th receiver taken in the 2019 draft class. I think if we redid it, he might very well be the first one off the board. 83 catches for 1,300 yards last year.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards there, just like last play. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on 1st down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Wilson. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
One-handed. Love the effort. Not much production on that play, though, huh?
Not a whole lot of yardage. You get that grab, you probably want a 1st down.
And he'll be the one in the film session if he's saying, hey, run that one back, coach.
Yeah.
Run that one back.
One more time.
Let's see that again.
1 more time.
And they won't.
8 more times.
They won't. Didn't get much out of it.
And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs. It gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the way.
And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, his 1st touchdown of the new season. And the Seahawks have taken a 1st quarter lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Darquez Denard there to make the tackle.
Up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Cousins gives way to Cook. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. On the give is Nwangu. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
At the 41-yard line.
Play action now. Cousins. He's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
They go play action. Cousins. And he's got this to Jefferson. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point splits the uprights. And that will tie our score here this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Now it's Wilson. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. Here's Wilson to throw. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down in bounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
On 2nd and 10. Wilson, he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. There he goes left side. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
Oh, a terrific play there by Harrison Smith. And one thing you always get comfortable with going into a game, his smarts and his ability to be around the ball. He tied his career high with 5 interceptions last year. Another one goes to his total.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Left side, Cook. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
But they certainly got dented with that first down run. So now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
2nd and 6.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Handoff here to Nwangu. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Kene Nwangu. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings on just 2 plays have taken the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite. But the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Working with a 2nd and 4. To throw is Wilson. It's complete to Lockett. Wilson to Lockett there for the Seahawk first down.
And that guy just keeps getting better, and I'm talking about Tyler Lockett, who just made that nice catch there for a first down. Now in his 7th season with Seattle, last year may have been his finest yet. And even 100 catches, many of them of the spectacular variety. Paired with DK Metcalf, a heck of a dynamic duo for the Seahawks.
On first down, Carson. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Second and 10. Now it's Wilson. It's caught. Lockett. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he went.
Now Carson fumbles the football, and the Vikings pick up the football. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. He was trying to do anything he could to get that final little bit for the first down. Instead, he lost the ball.
Yeah, and he was short of the first down, but not by much. Trying his best, as you noted, to get there. Sometimes that extra effort can cost you.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Cousins now from the 50. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. And it shouldn't come as any surprise that you say Adam Thielen made a catch, and it was for a first down. He comes off another solid season, over 900 yards receiving, one of the best route runners in the NFL. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Madison running left. Able to fight through one tackle. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Going on the ground with Madison. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
That's a really nice play, being able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. And the Vikings are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Cousins gets this one out wide quickly. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Joseph now to have the PAT. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. And that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. Touchdown! DK Metcalf. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks have made this a 1-score game.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Kenny Nwagu now out of his end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
On 2nd down, here's Nwagu. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
On 1st down, they'll run with Nwagu. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now it's Nwagu. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 51 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. And he's got his big tight end here. Well, the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches on the Seahawks' 44-yard line.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. They'll run with Uwagu, and he stopped immediately there. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. This is 3rd and 1, very likely 4-down territory even if they don't get it though. Throwing, Cousins. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
Yeah, he said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota with the Vikings on top. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. From the shotgun, Wilson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. When with a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wilson. Dumps this one off to Chris Carson. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Wilson will throw again. Left side complete to Lockett. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
They'll run on first down. It's Carson. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 49 yards on the ground for him so far.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And he's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving. Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
On second down, this is Madison. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Cousins. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs.
Cousins pass intercepted.
But one of the things you always like about Quandre Diggs is his ability to bring his cornerback build and skills to the safety position. Had a career-high 5 interceptions to lead the Seahawks in 2020, where he was a first-time Pro Bowler. I love the way he plays in the secondary.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They run it with Carson. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands.
And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Vikings 21.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Back to the ground. This time Cook. Runs through the contact. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They run it again with Cook. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Yeah, this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. They'll try to throw now. Cousins completes it to the fullback, Ham. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
10 at the 44-yard line.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. On first down, it's Cook. 40 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Cook. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And that's why Dalvin Cook is the Minnesota Vikings feature back. You put the ball in his hands, good things happen. 2nd in the NFL last year in rushing with 1,557 yards, and that's now back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons. But
rush coming, and he's taken down. And that was Carlos Dunlap who got in to take him down. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though, and they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
On 3rd down, Cousins. Complete. Jefferson the target. And out of bounds right around the 20. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the first.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a first down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
They're going for it. Here's Madison. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, listen, when you've got the lead, there's absolutely no sense trying to fit a ball in where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play because he saw he had a receiver in the area, and he just put it well over his head out of harm's way.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wilson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Charles, we've seen them target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. Well, they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
At the 25-yard line, the Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They will look to flush the memory of that pick six as we now have a brand new tie ball game here in the fourth quarter. Getting down to the good stuff. A good game there on first down. That run will get them 7 up to the 32-yard line.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Wilson now off the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. Catch is made by Metcalf. And out across midfield down to the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. He's got the first down here inside the 30 and all the way down to the 25-yard line. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Play action. It's Wilson. And this will go to Carson out wide. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On second down, it's Carson. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Wilson. This is caught. Touchdown, Seahawks. DK Metcalf. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks are going to take the lead.
And that third counter there gives them the lead, and it's obvious they've needed everything that he's given them today. The 3 touchdowns, that's impressive, but without him, they're not winning this game.
Extra point right down the middle, and they will take a 7-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Keneduagu now out of his end zone.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 81 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And he's got this to Jefferson. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Another big play here as they strike for 31.
Well, if you're a fan of offensive football, this game is for you because this one's been much more like a tennis match than a football game. Back and forth, and there's another example right there of another big play in the passing game.
Off the play fake, Cousins. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. On first down, Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Danielle Hunter able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Now Wilson down around his goal line. It's caught. Lockett. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. Stop shy of the 45. Showed off a nice little move on the play, though. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 5 at the 44-yard line.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. On the run is Nwangu. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Here's Cousins. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Come on.
Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Tackle that time by Sidney Jones. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Cousins. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. picked off by Jamal Adams. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee. The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee. So the victory here for Seattle, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Seahawks, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they will fall to a similar mark at 1-2. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the Cleveland Browns.